Hey, Jimmy.
Hi,
Hello,
Amy.
hello.
Hi.
Good to have you here. So we're gonna have you share a little bit about you. So why don't you start off with that?
Sure. My name is Jimmy Tram. I'm a realtor with eXp Realty. I'm actually only been in real estate for about 1.5 years. So it's felt like a long time, but it's been a quick and fun journey so far.
Yeah.
My background is actually more on the distribution and logistics side. So I was part of a different company, learned a lot of my skill sets through that experience, just through that journey, from the sales operation and a little bit of financing. But once I had my son, my priorities shifted. So at that point, I was thinking about what was important to me, and the first thing that came to mind was time, being in control of my time. And I wasn't getting that at my previous job. So I decided to, consider making a jump. And, real estate kind of fit a lot of what I was looking for. Um, and I had a conversation with one of my good friends that I've known for almost 25 years, Clarence Young. And he got me thinking about real estate, and we decided to come together and start something different within real estate.
Yes, yes. And that's what we're actually gonna get into about what have you guys created since you guys came together.
Okay.
Awesome. So share with us a little bit about your life before the mentorship.
Um, Before the mentorship, I mean, life before mentorship, I would just say it was different. I think it was different for a lot of people too, because COVID just happened. A lot of things were shifting around us and everybody, right? Uh, and at that time, I was kind of reflecting on what my priorities were and what was really important. But right before we start the mentorship, I think it was like around end of last year, around December, before we started. Uh, and at that time, I was getting into something different, right? Real estate. I wasn't sure how I was gonna do. I wasn't sure, um, what the future would look like, and everything was a transition. So I would say it was that would probably be the best word for it. It was a transitioning point in my life before the mentorship. A lot of uncertainty, and relying on myself and trying to be more independent and trying to navigate through a different industry.
Yeah, you were just starting out at the
Yeah,
time, right?
yeah.
And so what would you say? So since this is a mindset mentorship, Jimmy, like what would you say was some of your biggest mindset shifts before and after? Like what's the biggest so far that you've become aware?
I think the biggest mind shift that happened for me was, one of them was like being detached from the outcome, and just asking for what you want, being open and just asking for it. Tell the universe what you want. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, but it just kind of like having the faith that it will happen, and having a game plan, and putting things in motion. I mean, that's the next step, but just believing in yourself, making that decision, making quick decisions. I think that was a big shift for me.
Yeah, making decisions, right? The power of decisions is
Uh-huh.
huge, right? So how do you make decisions now, Jimmy?
Um, I try to make them quick, thinking about where, the person that I want to be, how would they make that decision? And, that's how I try to base my decisions on, like, if it's, I want to be a successful person, I want to be a successful listing agent, I want to be a successful business person, a great father, a great husband, how would that person make this decision? So, and I try to make them quick, and try to make quick decisions.
Yes, yes, because successful people make decisions fast. Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Awesome. So share with us. So what have you manifested? I know there's a lot of things, but
Yeah,
before we were just chatting, but yeah, share with us.
yeah. Um, One of them is this office. We've been, kind of talking about it, thinking about an office, and just visualizing and manifest and thinking about it. What do I want? What type of environment do I want? And it's an office, and being around people that we can share a brand together, a business, a company. So, you know, the office is being one. We just recently acquired a space in the city of Alhambra. Myself, along with a couple other agents, spearheaded the project, and we were able to put together an office where we can collaborate and be in a fun environment where we can all be successful. The team grew to about 35 agents in the span of, you know, less than a year. So we have about 35 agents in this office under our team, which we all, you know, collaborate and share to lead. Another thing that I would say I manifested was just being in a space where I'm truly, truly happy. I think that is the most important thing for me right now, is just being mentally in a state and just being grateful. And, you know, the money I feel will come, it is going to come. But the first thing first, what I was asking for was the time, being happy. And that is the space, that's the mental space that I'm in right now. So I feel like that's part of, you know, the work that we put in together to get me to this place.
Absolutely.
That's the car. And yeah, we talked about that earlier. So that just happened a couple of days ago. So a lot of it was just through the visualization of me, you know, every morning visualizing myself going to the office, going to appointments, being around the team, being happy, and even being in the car, driving there. That was part of the visualization. And it wasn't in my existing car at that time, it was in a different car. So I feel like that's part of the changes that happen under your mentorship.
Absolutely, absolutely. You said a lot, and I wanted to add something to that. I think one of the manifestations is you manifesting a new version of you. The person I'm looking at right now is not the person that I met 6 months ago.
Well, thank
It's
you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
No, but for real, and that's actually the biggest manifestation, because you're talking about, material things, you know, having better relationship, having happiness. It's all part of the wealth, right? But the best thing is being the best version of yourself, the next version, right? The next best version. And this is just the beginning, Jimmy. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It is. It just started, and that's how I really feel. It just started.
Yep. That's awesome. So share with us if you can, because you touch upon it a little bit about the tools like visualization. What other tools have you learned to learn how to shift your mindset?
I think the biggest one that I have felt that made the biggest impact for me is gratitude. Being grateful for what I have, being grateful for the opportunities. That really has gotten me out of situation, like just, you know, a difficult day or a difficult moment in the day where I just wasn't feeling it. And the gratitude just shifts your mindset. It just kind of gets you to a place where you can move forward and get past it. So I would say gratitude and affirmation has been two of the key components that have been to help me get my day started, help me get through the day, help me get, you know, moving forward. So I would say those two things.
Awesome. Have them become a habit of yours now?
Absolutely, every single day. You know, and that's one thing that I feel that you really highlighted that I needed to do was take care of myself. And part of taking care of myself, it's mental too, right? So the affirmation, visualization, it's me taking care of myself first so that I can take care of other things and other people throughout the day.
Absolutely. It's called conditioning your mind, right? It's like especially so the rest of the day, even when challenges come up, right? So this is the thing that I share with people. It's not that just because you learn about the mindset, the teaching, that every day is going to be rainbow and sunshine, right? But challenges still come, right?
Absolutely. No matter, you can't hide from them, they'll come.
Right. But it's how the way you respond to them, right? That's now you have the tool. Now you have the power to do that. Yes.
Yes. I agree. Yes.
Awesome. So, so share with us, like, what made you decide to invest in yourself?
I mean, there was a lot of, and this is, I think this is one of the great things, or one of the things that I'm actually grateful for, is the people around me. And, you know, one is I've received a lot of good feedback on your coaching. And also, like, we had a couple conversations, and it was just one of those things where I had to invest to see if I want to see something different. Like, I have to try something different. If you're not getting what you want currently with what you have, change it up. And that was part of, like, the thought process of why I invested into the coaching. And I'm definitely grateful for the journey and the work that we put in together to help me get to this point.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And it's been a pleasure watching you transform, honestly.
So that, yeah, it's been a wild journey. The last year and a half. It's just where we started and where we're at. And like we talked about earlier, I just feel like this is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning. Yeah, absolutely. So what would you say to people who is watching this video, who is considering if they should invest in themselves? Any words of encouragement?
Yeah, I think where this coaching has helped me a lot is that whatever you want, it starts within you first, mentally. Thinking about the way, like, just visualizing and telling yourself and making those decisions. It all starts within before you can go out there and actually achieve it. And that's part of the coaching. It's the mental coaching that we get from you, and the lessons that we get every week. So the work that we put in mentally, it's gonna show in our physical space. So invest in yourself and just continue to put in the work and don't give up.
Yes, yes, I love it. I love what you said. Put in the work. Works is definitely involved. Yes, we're taking actions.
Yes. Yeah.
Good.
It's not just something you just dream and it shows up. The work has to come right behind it.
Exactly, exactly. Right. A lot of people dream big, right? They want to become a millionaire, they want to have this and that, but it's all hoping and wishing, right? But it comes down to, well, implementing, right? Like you said, implementing those habits, daily discipline. Yes.
100%. Yeah. And actually, that's something that I got from you, the discipline. Like, this year, I actually committed to not eating beef, chicken, or pork, and also gave up alcohol for an entire year. And it came back to discipline, and that's something I'm going to credit to you. Like, we talked about in January, we started for 30 days, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to commit to the whole entire year. So we're in, like, around August now. I got a couple more months, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to finish the year.
Absolutely, absolutely. And congratulations. It's like it takes discipline, right? But you're doing it for yourself, right? Do you feel better, Jimmy? You look better.
Mentally, yeah, because I think it starts mentally, right? Where everything is at, like, the emotions, it doesn't live outside of me, it lives inside of me. So being able to be disciplined and being able to work on myself mentally affects your reality. So I feel great, 100%. So
Awesome, awesome, right? Those are just the many things, the changes that you've made for yourself. Yeah.
yep.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on and sharing your transformation and story. And I would love to definitely invite you back in the future and share with us more of your transformation and manifestations.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time, Amy. I appreciate you having me on today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.